happening in our country, Uganda, as a priest and as a Ugandan, I even didn't know that Equal Opportunities Commission exists. I didn't know. That's why I'm Though I note all you are doing to defend your positions in this commission. Over 70% of Ugandans in their offices, they do less of serving the nation than defending their positions. If someone who can detect that you are a threat to their position, they can even kill you through rooms. I want to thank you for largely, not only you, but most of people who are working in government institutions. I want to thank all of them for largely sleeping on the job and almost doing nothing while our country is breaking into pieces. We still need more bold Ugandans. Ugandans who can come up, who have Uganda at heart. I've discovered the problem of Uganda is not our country, but Ugandans. Uganda is in total confusion. One time somebody drew a picture of how Uganda is. He drew a vehicle having the front tires moving the other side. Then this one's moving at this side. Then people are getting out moving the other side, others this side. That's our country. So we still need more Ugandans who have Uganda at heart. One time I attended a function and somebody came and approached me and said, "You people, Father, why are you attacking government? Why are you attacking governors? Why are you attacking government?" I told them I don't attack government. I'm just a Catholic priest. And I told them for me in PG, I've been there for now 6 years, so minus 2. Basically, I've been there 4 active years. And when you come over there, one of the things we have done, we demolished the church. The church is, Mpigi Parish is approximately 60 years old. But I led my people. I did a capacity building. And we demolished the church. And for 3.5 years, we are erecting a new parish church. That's a 1,800 capacity seater church. And having it is going to be having the biggest hall in this country, parish hall in this country. So I said, for me in my parish, I've done a service delivery. So whenever we see that things are not right, sometimes we talk about. So the problem is not the country, but Ugandans themselves. This year, I've been asking myself, after from last year, when I went to secondary schools and primary schools, as we were praying for the candidates, I've been asking a question, but what's about life? What's about living? What's about duration of stay in offices? What's about life? Now, since you came here, maybe you have been here maybe for 4 years or 5 years. So what's about your stay here? What's about my stay in PG? If we occupy any office, any position, how best can I define my stay in that position? Is living enough? Is being around enough? Is occupying space enough? A promotion is enough? So what's about life? I normally talk about a man in the Bible called Methuselah. Methuselah lived for 969 years, and nothing is known about that guy apart from living long. Living long. And in the entire Bible, somebody who lived for 969 years, the only words they talk about him is he died. Nothing more. He died. So, I was asking, so what are you doing here? How long have you been here? How long have you been around? So what's about your stay here? What's about living? Then I discovered that life is about impact. Life is about touching lives. Life is about inspiring life. That's the role of every Ugandan. To impact, to inspire, and to touch. So we live to be remembered that even if you go away from this commission to another space of employment, people can remember you. So how much are you known here? How much? I've been telling people to be popular, even in the church. Even to be popular, it must be popular. It must be a popular face in the area. So Life is about doing something. Life is about leaving the world a better place. Leaving your office a better place. Living in PG a better place than I found it. Life is about transforming life, transforming offices, transforming systems. That's about life. A man called Martin Luther Jr. said, we are spiritual beings having a human experience. But I know my people that don't just have a human experience, but you must have a worthwhile human experience. You must have an awesome experience. You must live, not just exist. Don't just add numbers. Live. You must be living. You must be adding value. You must be solving some problem. It must be a solution, not a problem. You know, I normally ask people, are you a problem or a blessing? In your home, are you a blessing? Okay. Are you a hero? I'm talking about. There must be a visible pattern of progression. Life is about results, not reasons. Of recent, we have seen someone called the Commander. Those of you who enjoy social media. Commander is purporting that he gave 600 millions to get a card. 600 millions. That's enough for capital. That man, we survived him in parliament. We survived him. He was coming to steal. Yaraja kwena zako naku. Okwata milioni lukaga. Ruli ya kwata milioni bibili. Na kwata milioni lukaga. Nga agula card. Agula card. How is that possible? I saw in this just elections, people were coming to contest. Some of them were in the age groups of my father. And some of them have been in the government for so many years. Just there, sleeping. Some are as old as the offices they sit in. They're just there. Someone said that we must be ashamed to die without any major contribution to humanity. You must be ashamed to die with nothing. That time I was asking people, how can you be 65? You are still renting. Do you want to write the rent room in a will, or you want to steal it? But how can you hit 65? Not even 29 even 50 by 100. You don't have it. How can you come from your village to town? You have been here 20 years. You have nothing. You are renting. Did you come here for pilgrimage? So I normally ask people, but what are you doing in these offices? What are you doing in these offices? What value have you added since you came here? What value have you added since you came here? Those of you who are married, what value have you added to your husband, to your wife, to your children? There are so many guys who are just taking this thing in time and space. Someone was telling me, Father, how? But maybe God is behind our failure to get married. Then I was asking them, how? He said, you see, you normally see these wonderful men who could marry you, they have become priests. You see these wonderful men who could marry you, some have already mad, some are in prison. And they're saying that maybe God is behind our failure to get married. I told these ladies, no. I taught them a statement of the man called Al Nightingale. Nightingale said that we only get in life what we deserve. You only get what you deserve. And I told them, someone said, you only deserve what you fight for. So please, what value are you adding? What value are you adding? Are you blessing or a curse? Are you blessing since you came here? Are you blessing or a curse? Do you deserve a reward or a punishment? There are some people who are working in these offices and they deserve to be punished. Deserve to be punished. On a broader level, what accountability can you give for the years you have? Some of you say, we are young people. By 30, you're not a younger man. That's a quarter of a century. Hey? We are younger people. Younger people. When you have a beard. Recently, they called me somewhere in the eastern part of this country to go and pray for singles. And they had given them a wonderful coinage that singles with the hope. So when I went there, I thought I'm going to meet young people. But I was so mesmerized, so surprised to see men, someone having a beard as long as a club beer empty bottle. I'm meaning then I found ladies 38, 40. Father, pray for us to get him married. When is he marrying us off? I told them that of course I'm going to pray for you. But if I pray for you, I want to tell you that when a lady is at 40 and not yet married, probably God might have raised you from the list of those to get married. Then I told them that men who are peeping into 40 and you are not married, probably God raised you. I told them, even change your prayers. Instead of praying to get a husband, to get a wife, pray for job stability, pray for increment of salaries, pray for something better. Change your prayer. So anyway, I'm saying, what accountability can you give to the years that you have? Any visible impact? Are you progressing? How do you see yourself? Where have you been? Where have you been? Where are you right now? And where are you going? Do you live by any goals, any dreams, any plan this 2026? Or you are just here? Is your presence felt here? There are some people that even have been to some funerals and you find the guy who died was just long overdue. Because when you look at the wife, widow not crying, children, nobody's bothered. They have just survived the man or the lady. I want to tell you, dear friends, a job is a gift from God. And the way you do it is your gift back to God. How are you doing your work? Do you deserve a contract renewal? Okay, if COVID reappears, do you stay? And they need to truncate this team to have fewer. Do you stay? Or you go? I read a book in January. I read 10 books in January. This year I want to read more than 50 books. I read a book called Go Giver. I said, in life, everything you get is a compensation. Everything you get is a compensation. Every crisis in your life is a result of mismanagement. Whether health, whether finances, every crisis is a result of mismanagement. The principle of karma is automatic. Every day, that individuals eventually become the consequences of their deeds. The more we give, the more we receive. That's it. The way you handle your job, your office, that's what pays you off. The way you give, that's how you receive. Whatever you have been doing here. Now let me tell you, all of you here, who you are, what you have, that's the summary of the choices you have taken. Many people, they complain, I was bewitched. Nobody has bewitched you. You are responsible. Those of you who are already hitting 60 years and above, and you have nothing, you are in the gymnastics of being a burden to our country and your families. There's a man called Miles Monroe. He died in a plane crash as he was landing in his home country. This man said a statement I loved so much. He said, the wealthiest place on the planet is not the diamond mines of South Africa. They are not the oil fields of Iraq or Iran or the Soviet Union or the Middle East. Not the seas, not the uranium mines of Australia or Canada, but the cemetery. The cemetery or graveyard is the wealthiest place on this planet. He said, why the cemetery? He said, in the cemetery, there's so much treasure. What treasure in the cemetery? He said, dreams never fulfilled are there. Books never written are there. Ideas that never became a reality, they are there. Visions never manifested, they are there. Hospitals never built, they are there. Ugandans in whom we had hope that they would make Uganda a better place and saw nothing. They are there. Who came to work in these offices And we had so much hope in you that by the time, if they promote you, if they give that position, you're going to do something for yourself. You're going to help your family. You're going to help Uganda be on another level. And they did, and some died, and they're there. People who did nothing, and their dreams were never manifested. So that's why the graveyard is the wealthiest place on the planet, full of people who have allowed to adorn those places with their power, with their abilities and talents. He said that the graveyard or cemetery is pregnant with unused success. He said, treasure in the graveyard makes God weep. Even there's some of us who make God weep. He has given us these positions instead of working, instead of serving the nation. You are doing nothing. In Uganda, we have people who sleep as if they are competing with the dead. In the cemetery, so many degrees there. Useless potential, untapped power, unused ability, dormant strength, hidden power. All they could be but never became. And they're just there. Everything you could have done, but you didn't do. Everything that your office could allow you to do for the country, and you have not done. Everything you could be, but because of fear, you have not done. And said that let us be careful not to be another group that may adorn the cemeteries with our potential. We are born with so much power, so much ability, so many capabilities, talents, and gifts. I've been telling people that every male human being is born with 36 trillion cells. Every female, 28 trillion cells. Our brain has 171 billion cells. I read a statement from somebody and said that your gold is attached to your gifts. Said your treasure is attached to your talents. And your profit on this planet is attached to your potential. So I so much love people who have done something. Ugandans who are successful. Men who have been able to achieve something. That when we come into your home, that you have some kind of progression of achievements, that you are somewhere. We need more Ugandans who will be free tomorrow. I read 5 books about money, and they say that every money you set aside, you are buying your own freedom. You are buying your control. That tomorrow when you are old, you can do things not because you have to, but because you want to. Said when you are still in the period of hustle, you must hustle to buy your own freedom, to buy your own control. So I was asking myself, what's the difference between a gift and a talent? I discovered the talent is a developed gift. And each of us must discover, what gift do I have to serve better the country? How are you using your potential to serve in these offices? When you see the discriminations and inequalities in Uganda, I see this commission. You are doing your best, but almost I can say, you have done nothing. But I know you have won awards 4 times. Probably, you are doing well. I think Ugandans don't know that you guys exist. Only few know that you exist. I think, I don't know. Let me leave this one I wrote here. You may just move from here. I want to ask you, you need to live your life with passion. You need to be bold. There's some Ugandans who are wasting time here. They want free things. Everybody wanted to go to parliament. Even now, parliament has given us a picture. Whoever goes there, it's like a group. They have given an example that when you go there, you amass wealth very fast. And you saw how many people wanted to go to parliament. People are forgetting we are born with so much power. And let me tell you, no matter how old Ugandans are, where each one comes from, or what they do for a living, no matter our color, sex, race, ethnicity, political affiliation, social and economic standing, religion, we have a similarity. This similarity is in Genesis 1:27, we are created in the image and likeness of God. And we have an equal opportunity to be successful. I read Now I heard somebody saying we are born with the two fears: the fear to fall down and the fear of loud noise. All other fears, we develop them through nurturing experiences as we grow up. So before God, we are all human beings. So this commission is good to create awareness of equality before God. We have inalienable rights that are fundamentally inherent in us, and we are entitled. So the commission presupposes that if these fundamentals are not tampered with, we must have equal chances to be successful. I remember in my first year of priesthood, I wanted to own a piece of land, and I went and I got a loan from Cadigos, 40 million. And I was able to buy that piece of land. And if you happen to see it, it's very attractive to steal. Now, I read a book, The Body of Christ. It says, we are all ontological siblings. We are all brothers and sisters of Mother Earth. We all share something in common, a desire to be successful. That's why we go to school. That's why we work hard. That's why you are here. When they tell you that your job is no more, you can cry for a year. Because we have this intrinsic calling to be successful, to be better, to be happy. And we all pray for success in life, that we may live a comfortable life. Each one of us, we need that. Mahatma Gandhi once said that there is enough in the world for everyone. Even in Uganda, there is enough for all of us. But he said that the earth produces enough resources to satisfy all our basic needs. The inequalities we have in the country, the discriminations, the poverty, and the suffering arises not from lack of resources, but from human greed and the hoarding of wealth. This is the problem we have. People have been in power for years, 40 years. 40 years. Someone who can't live. Can't live. 40 years. They're not satisfied yet. You see ministers who are old, they must be home. People in office who must be home. I've been telling people about the phases of human life. I said, the first phase of human life are the first 25 years. That's the age group of learning, called the morning season. Learning, studying, skilling yourself. But you see people going for upgrading the academics for no reason. Someone pursuing a PhD, then you ask them, why are you pursuing a PhD? Said, I don't know. Pursuing a PhD. The morning season is up to 25 years. And from 26 to 51, that's called the earning season. Earning must be there. Within that period, you must be sleeping less. 26, 51. Must be very careful. Having more than one streams of income. You must be working so hard. Period of weddings, earning spouses, earning children, earning money, investments, taking risks. That's the period. Earning season is there up to 51. Earning season. You must be working so hard. If Uganda is not enough for you, you are free to leave. You go to a better country. Don't just be here, you see, because I worked for the commission for many years, that's why I'm a failure. No. Earning season is there. And from 51 to 75 is called the evening season. That's afternoon. Evening season. That's the period of mentorship. Role modeling. Said whoever is between 51 to 75 and is not a mentor, they are tormentors. Tormentors to children, tormentors to government money, tormentors within that period. And the other is called night season. So let me tell you, please, live wisely. Live wisely. Live wisely. See, life is a beautiful gift. And to be loved is a wonderful ingredient. And love nurtures coexistence and peace. We have so many reports of racism, inequality, discrimination in our country, including the just concluded elections. When you go into employment portals, families, schools, there's so many inequalities. I remember when I was going for I went for my passport from internal affairs. I met two guys there. I didn't know what to do. They wanted to help me, but they asked my name. I told them, I'm Kiibi Deogratias Katereg. Said, uno Muganda. Bakansigawo bantu. Hey, Timanyambiri, Bakansigawo. Uno Muganda. Hey, they left me there. So still have inequalities. And it feels so bad to be discriminated. So bad. So this affects almost everyone. So I no longer pray for witchcraft to disappear. Witchcraft will never disappear in third world countries like Uganda. Each one of us want to be okay. These wars you are fighting. When you say there's 80% of employees in third world countries, they pray for contract renewals. Some of you here have no plan B. You have no plan B when you see your age and the position you have. If it's no more, you can even die in the next few days. You need to be very careful. Even the government has been in power now 40 years. A government of 40 years is also at a risk. It's at risk. Be very careful when in these positions. We are tired of men and women who are coming out. We see them looking for President Museveni. They're looking for him to help them out. Everybody almost the thief in the country. They told us that the other road, I saw the Minister of Works and Transport, he said, why the Nakauka road is not yet done? The compensation that's needed for the road is far bigger than the cost of the road itself. Because when people came to know that they are going to do this road, they had to build houses closest to where they can be refunded. So almost everyone is a thief. People want easy come, easy go. They want gain with no pain. It's not there. Not there. Not there. So anyway, racism, inequalities, discriminations in a country like Uganda is almost the order of the day. Not only Uganda, but even other countries. But it impairs development. It kills optimism. And people give up. And others surrender to die. That's why I've been encouraging young men to have a tough heart. You must be bold. You must overcome fear. A man called Zig Ziglar said, fear is false evidence that appears real. He said, when you are confronted with the fear, you either fear everything and run or face everything and rise. We need tough hearts to risk. A tough heart to quit your job and begin your own job somewhere. Into self-employment. So regarding discrimination and whatever the commission is doing, it's not about one's culture, skin color, race, religion, network, size, background. No, it's about how best people from all sorts of backgrounds, ethnicities, and all corners and types of human living appreciate and coexist with each other. I've been encouraging people to have organizational skills. When you are here, learn to live with each and every human being. Learn to be okay with every tribe, every religion. That's the way to go. All human beings are born free and equal. We are worth the same. We must have rights as anyone else. We deserve equal opportunities to thrive and be comfortable. This must be your gospel to preach. We are all born with the ability to think and to know right from wrong, and should act towards others in a spirit of friendliness, respect, and love. This must be our gospel. But I don't know whether this gospel can be effected here in the country. Everyone should have all the rights and freedoms needed to make life a wonderful adventure, no matter what race, gender, color, religion, tribe we may be. It shouldn't matter where we are born, the connections one has, the language they speak, religion you are, the color, what political affiliation, opinions you have, whether you are rich or poor, short or tall. We all have the right to feel safe wherever we are. We must feel safe and be treated as Ugandans. Whatever, I want to encourage you, help every Ugandan to feel safe wherever they stay. We all have the right to live, to be free and feel safe in any home, any environment, any church. We must feel safe. We must all be accommodated by the national planning. But there are things that I don't think that can happen. But I said, let me say them to you. We must be treated equally. We must qualify for opportunities based not on favoritism, but ability and competence. We must compete. But the things, it's not easy. Book of James in the Bible, chapter 2, verse 1 and 9, they say that showing favoritism or partiality is a sin and a violation of the law. But sometimes the order of the day. See the job market, the criteria of promotions. See our governance. See our politics. See those who are in prison. Those who are in prison. Just see the just concluded elections. One comes at a statement that some Ugandans are more Ugandans than others. Some Ugandans are more Ugandans than others. No one should be exposed to any form of torture, physical, psychological, for any reason. See how many Ugandans are running away from our country, who are trying to put down the statement that Uganda is the Pearl of Africa. No one should be put through any form of treatment that makes them feel less than human, that feel less. Any treatment that makes them feel that their religion is bad, their tribe is bad, or is less. Everyone has the right to be accepted everywhere they go, to be treated equally, and to feel the same. That must be our gospel. When pertinent human rights are violated, everyone must see that justice is exercised. Let us work harder towards eliminating mistreatment of Ugandans based on what you are purporting as the commission. Racism and any sort of discrimination must stop. We are God's children. All human beings should be treated equally. And this must be the enforcement of this wonderful commission. We must be living in a growing and supportive community. In these offices, be tolerant. Don't take advantage of the lesser in power and authority. Treat each other with love and equality. I've had so many, these young ladies, they tell you, Father, ebintu ebyo bizibu, so okuwaka promotion. Oyiwawo mubiri. Mubiri. So I want to, oh, mubiri. Some have been able to contract STDs. So sometimes I listen to stories and I feel so sad. For me, if I was not a priest, I would have been a politician. I would have entered politics to go and do something. Whether I could die there, I could just go. So I want to kindly request all of us, let us be bold enough to stand up and speak out for those who are being treated differently because of their race, religion, and whatever. Through tolerance and courage given to people, we can make the world a better place to live in. There's only one race called human. It's what we all are. So let us begin from here to feel human and welcome everybody. Those who come here for service delivery, try to treat them as human beings. Don't discriminate them. Stop any form of hate speech to anyone. None of color, gender, culture, ancestry. We all need to be kind. We must respect diversity. When a priest comes here to pray for you, you are attending mass, please attend the mass. If it's an imam, pray with them. If you come into my home, I'm Catholic, a priest has come. I don't want during mass you on your phone. That's the kind of life we must live. Sometimes I go into homes and you see people, they show you that we are not bothered. We are not part of you. We need to respect diversity, respect differences. And one time I went into someone's home and someone came and said that, Father, Lokoka. Lokoka. I told them no. I told them, either she goes out or I go back. That's a violation of my religion. I'm a Catholic. I'm in a castle. No, I tell Lokoka. Lokoka. Rampaka. So, buli muntu yenna muyise bannammwe mu ngeri entuufu. Ate okufundikira. The world will be better if we treat each other as brothers and sisters. There's a golden rule that you all know. It's also in Luke chapter 6, verse 31. Treat others how you would want to be treated. Treat others. So do to others as you would have them do to you. Every person you see with the problems, their choices that they did before. You see, do you know that even charity, whenever we do charity, we must do fulfilling God's command. Otherwise, we are paying for people's mistakes. We are paying for people's trespasses. Everybody in a crisis, there's something. Maybe you treated somebody badly. So I think we need this kind of gospel to go everywhere. Don't treat anyone the way you don't want to be treated. Always place yourself in the shoes of those people that you treat. We are brothers and sisters. Different treatment is simply an irrational prejudice, a product of ignorance and fear. Let us be voices of the voiceless being discriminated. Let us do something. Let us become more inclusive in our places of work and other social gatherings. Be inclusive. You must allow people of other religions even to get surprised. You are Anglican and you are respecting the way they are praying. Cultivate and spread happiness wherever you go. Positivity. Let us uproot envy, jealousy, favoritism, tribalism, and all forms of discrimination. Bugamba, etima, obutayagaliza. When someone becomes a threat, they become a target. A threat, if somebody can come here and the way they behave, the way they work, they seem as if they are taking away your job. They become a target. You may eliminate them. Discrimination is dangerous. Now, I want to conclude. I want to ask you to make a difference wherever you are in the life of a person. Impact, touch, inspire. Remember, each of us, when we were young, we thought we would be successful. But because of what we have gone through, that's why we are where we are. All of us deserve to be treated with respect. And we pray for our country continuously, that we have more Ugandans who have Uganda at heart. Let us be part of the solutions, not the problems. Wherever you are, do something. Together we exist as Ugandans. Together we suffer. And together we live. So let us be wonderful human beings. Let your religion speak through action. Let us therefore not compete for respect, but let us try to complete what's missing in other people. Try to be a source of happiness and joy. I want to encourage all of us to be a message of equality wherever we are. Now, as I leave this podium, there are a few things I want to ask you. One, I want to ask you to pray for yourself every day. Before you come here, pray for yourself every day. Pray into the day before you end the day. Why do we pray? Proverbs 9:10. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Pray for wisdom to make proper decisions. Whether you live in a rental room, whether you live in a wonderful apartment, in a wonderful home, you must have a space where you meet God from. For me, when I wake up, I pray fast before I begin the day. And sometimes, if I can take 30 minutes in prayer, I normally have a better day. Use your religion to conquer physical and spiritual enemies. If God can show you what everybody you know is thinking about you, some of you can resign, some of you can blacklist people. It's only God who knows. Pray for yourself every day. If you're Muslim, from Subuhi, Aswidi, whatever, pray. If you're Catholic like me, do your morning prayers. Attend Mass before you come here. Pray for wisdom. Psalm 16:31 says that, place thy works unto the Lord, and your plans shall be established. The Bible says, seek first the kingdom of heaven and his righteousness, and all other things are going to be given to you. So pray for yourself every day. Life is hard, eh? Life is tough. We have met Ugandans who are once like you here, but they have nothing. Some are too sick. Recently, I met somebody who told me they had just returned from India. They had replaced all these intestines and they had put new ones at 950 million Ugandan shillings. Somebody came back here and now they have gone back to India. The cancer reappeared. Let me tell you, pray for yourself every day before you come here. Even people here, you may never know who wants your position. One part praying for promotions, always ask them, which position do you want? If you are praying for my position, where do you want me to go? You want me to die? To go back to the village? Pray for yourself every day. Uganda is complicated. People here have woken up when they are old. There are so many distractions. Pray. One time I visited shrines and I found so many people who are wishing others evil. Many nibusabara. If all prayers of people were answered, most of us could be dead. There are some crops who have survived, but because you don't know. So pray for yourself every day. Number 2, I want to ask you, live wisely when you are in these offices. Be wise. Be wise. When you are 60, you are ripe. At 60, muba mugenda mukula. Those of you are still below 30, below 40, you still have the period between 26 and 51 to do something for yourself. We must work very hard. Each of us will have 24 hours, 1,440 minutes, and 86,400 seconds. There are so many people who are earning online. Some have different streams of income. The other time I met a young man, the man told me he works in Bermuda and the US, but he lives here in Uganda. He told me that he has a special permit that allows him to work in the US, to work in Bermuda, and even live here in Uganda. So you must explore and use your time effectively. To the offices you have here, you're not the first ones to be in these offices. Some are dead, some have gone out when you are looking like this. Always use your stay here to maximize any possibilities you have. Maximize all the possibilities that you have in these offices. Maximize them in a good way. Buli omukozesa buli mukisa gwe mulina wano. Manya nti obudde bwonna osobola okugobwa. Omulimu gusobola okuggwaawo. So every day, think, and ensure that you are taking the best opportunities from this place. 3, take good care of your health. Your health is your best wealth. There are so many people, by the time they want to enjoy their wealth, they are going to die. Your health must come number 1. For me in PG, the bed where I sleep, I just lie in bed. It's a wonderful one. I sleep on wonderful mattresses. I sleep in wonderful bed sheets. Zendi akoze ezange. Njagala basaba mwerabirire. Nga mujja wano okukola bwe mudayo, make sure you are taking good care of your life. Sleep well. If you are too busy, get maids at home. The money you are refusing to pay maid, you are going to pay it in India. Hey, you are over saving. Nokubako nyenjawulo. Njagala kubasaba obulamu bulabirire. One time I was in New York and I visited a facility of men and women who are 70, 80, 90, and 100. And I discovered, of course, that was a private facility. I discovered it's wonderful to work so hard to have money when you still can. But I discovered that those who are above 70, 80, 90, 100, they had some similarity. They had little flesh on their bones. Little flesh on their bones. I came to a conclusion. Whenever you have too much flesh on your bones, It's a danger to your nerves, your heart, and your everything inside. So I encourage people to go at least 2 days or 3 in the gym to go and do physical exercise. That must be a mandate. Whenever you see people who are bulging, big bellies, big everything, we are in danger. We are in danger. I want to encourage you, please, take good care of your health. Then even after 40, please try to go for some extensive medical checkups. Extensive medical checkups. At least once a year. These offices sometimes don't rest us. You are here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Gonna check. Are you still okay? Those of us who have been terrible around the town and all the guest houses know our names and number plates. Gonna check. We have been told that HIV in Uganda is very, very high among young people between 25 and 35. Take good care of your health anyway. So that's the point. Take good care of your health. Second last, money. Money. I've read in numerous books about money. I'm not yet a billionaire, but for the past 3 years, I've been able to handle more than 2 billion for our church. And now those of us who came here a bit later, I read a book, and the book said, every money you are putting aside, every money you are putting aside, you are buying your own freedom. And I want to call upon you. Work so hard that tomorrow you will be able to do things not because you have to, but because you want to. Buy your own freedom. Work for money, but make money. Work for money, but make money work for you later. This one needs steady planning. The best way to prepare for change tomorrow is to plan personally. Plan personally. We have been to different homes of elderly, but if you were not very careful, when you get time, read The Richest Man in Babylon. Richest Man in Babylon. They say 10% of every income you must save it. 10%. That when you get your salary, pay yourself first. Pay yourself first before any problems. Get some 10% and put it in a fund or whatever for your old age. I see many people, they give us money, that's good, support church ministry. But when you go into some people's homes, you discover that you should really fund it. You discover that they gave more than they must give. People give out of excitement. People become too reckless. How can you be renting and your menu for the week is even better than the landlord? You are renting. Monday, you are eating fish. Tuesday, chicken. Wednesday, fish. How? You must be eating beans, mukene, and and the tea on food until you go into your own house. So I've also seen people are renting, driving. You rent and drive. How is that? You are renting and driving. Then you find someone having too many shoes as if he has legs of an octopus. You find people renting having iPhone 16 Pro Max. iPhone 17. How do you do that? Even you don't have a 50 by 100 and you are holding iPhone 15 Pro Max. Listen, whenever you commit crimes against money won't come to you. So please, better attend more workshops on how to invest your money, how to save your money. Otherwise, life is cruel. Life is cruel. There is no future for you apart from the future you create for yourself. Those of you who are too young, you are marrying day and night. You are marrying every week. I encourage people to have more children, but those of you who are producing too many children, there's somebody who died of recent. he died at 30, 36. He left over 100 children, and most of them are poor. I want to encourage you to be wise in your decisions. Lastly, family. Family. We have been to some homes, and these offices made people forget their families, their homes, their children. When you retire or when you get a problem, you are going back to your children, to your wife, and to your husband. I want to encourage the young people, marry. Marry if you're not yet married. Marry in a good age. When you still have a team like this one, this is the best time to gain the weight. Because these people are going to contribute for almost 50% or 20%. Get married. Get married. If you are still in the market, manifest signs that I'm still available for people to come and approach you. After wedding, I encourage you to have some children. Have children. Have children. And from my experience, what I've seen, I encourage you to have not too many, but not too few. Not too few. Children is what remains when everything is gone. When money is gone. When money is useless. Children are the remnants of your history and legacy. Spare time as busy as you are for your children. Spare time for your homes. Spare time for your families, because you need them tomorrow. I want to thank you for inviting me. Our chairperson of the commission, you are most welcome. And I want to wish all of you the best.